Vivez 24 CH 24 heures avant tout le monde, seulement avec Bell.
Gumpersley. Now here's Beliveau going in on the left wing boards. He shoots at the rebound. Is picked up by Kenny Warham. Warham loses it. It's Russo turning. He sent it right in front. They score! Beliveau. Here's the replay. Now you watch Russo give it. Turning around. There it is. Beliveau. It went in off him. It came after about 14 seconds. We'll wait for the official announcement. Montreal 1, Chicago, no score.
La semaine débute avec un changement d'air qui tombe à pic. Après avoir perdu une série aller-retour contre les Sabres, le CH quitte pour un périple à l'étranger de 4 matchs en une semaine.
Here's a simple suitcase, that's all I got. Socks, underwear, a couple belts, sweater, pants, one pair of casual shoes. Outfit, I just kind of threw it on the floor because I was tired. I don't know if you need that many stuff. I think Prusty's got enough suits. You know, probably he's got 3 suits per day. He might have more in a week trip than I have in my whole closet.
I got my casual clothes, you know, I got my slippers, I got my clothes for the plane, my suits and my shirts. Ray Pierre picks out for me. She lays them on the bed and I pack them up. I think they go like that. Nope. No, if there's too many, I just have to take a picture of it so I remember what combinations go together. And then I can just look at my phone and go, oh yeah, that's the one.
I got 1 suit, I got 1 extra pair of pants because we got a lot of jokesters on our team. You never know if guys put potatoes in your pants.
You know, I'll bet you Galley just brings 1 suit, 1 shirt, 1 pair of underwear. I don't even think Galley packs. We see too, I don't think he packs at all. I think they just bring their headphones and their passports.
I keep my passport on me all the time, like in my jacket, so I don't think I lose it because I lose it all the time. Oh, I forgot it one time in last year, actually, and I had to go back home and get it, and we had to like stall the plane, so that was in Vancouver, but that wasn't good. John Tortorella wasn't very happy with me.
Just test this goalie early.
Have the third man, if we're gonna ask our D to step, keep your feet going. Don't stop like that. They got 3 guys coming every time. Okay, so if you stop, you're gonna be caught in between. Watch our sticks there, boys. Use our legs. C'est patin? Non, non, c'est pas les patins, là. Là, c'est les mains, puis c'est tout. It's a big win, boys. Good job, yours.
Le CH façonne son destin. Il défait l'Avalanche.
As we grieve that he has left us, we cherish what he gave us, a sport elevated forever by his character, his dignity, and his class.
Pour Bournival, c'est toujours la même rengaine. Chercher le chemin le plus court pour revenir au jeu. Qui suis-je? Prost ou Galchenyuk? Un gouffre béant s'ouvre au-dessus de Montréal. Une blessure profonde au cœur du tricolore. Le numéro 4 n'est plus. La planète hockey est en deuil. Notre capitaine est parti.
No record book can capture, no image can depict, no statue can convey the grandeur of the remarkable Jean Beliveau, whose elegance and skill on the ice earned the admiration of the hockey world, while his humility and humanity away from the rink earned the love of fans everywhere. Mr. Beliveau was a formidable presence, and his departure leaves an immeasurable void. As we grieve that he has left us, we cherish what he gave us, a sport elevated forever by his character, his dignity, and his class. For all the accomplishments he achieved and all the accolades he received, Jean Beliveau was always the epitome of the boy whose only dream was to play for the Montreal Canadiens. Hockey is better because that dream was realized. The National Hockey League sends heartfelt condolences to Mr. Belivau's wife, Elise, and Mr. Belivau's family, to his countless friends around the hockey world, and to his beloved Canadians, who he always represented with such distinction and grace.
I've been very fortunate to have a relationship with his family, and it started when I was 10 years old. I was playing for Mississauga Reps, and Martin Ross was my head coach.
I've done quite a few promotions with him, and when he walked in here, there was tons of people in the hallway, and it's like the hallways just split right away, as if the parting of the Red Sea for Mr. Beliveau just to walk right down the middle. And all the parents on our team, their faces were in shock and they were in awe, except for one parent, actually. One parent got really excited, and that was PK's dad.
It was just my lucky Saturday. He had Mr. Beliveau speak to the boys before the game.
Shortly before that, my dad had met him and he was in tears. I don't know if he has admitted to that yet, but I remember him kind of being overzealous and being excited to meet Jean Beliveau. And my dad being a huge Canadiens fan, I knew that seeing my dad in tears, it must have meant that he was a big deal. So that's kind of when I started to become a fan of the Montreal Canadiens, and it started with Mr. Beliveau.
Well, once he was in the room, I had brought him in, and then we had the whole team sitting here, and I told them, guys, I got a special guest here for you guys to meet today. And all of the kids, they looked up, and most of them knew exactly who it was. It was amazing to know that these little kids knew who a legend was, like Jean Beliveau, who played back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, before their parents, some of their parents were even born.
PK might not always listen to mom and dad, but he certainly will listen to Mr. Beliveau. And whatever advice Mr. Beliveau gave to him, I know he will not forget it.
You know, hockey's a team sport, and you can't win unless you play as a unit. And then at the time, I was the captain of the team, and he pointed at me and he said, it's your job as the captain to lead the way.
The boys came out onto the ice really fired up. I know Mr. Beliveau sat right behind the bench, about 3 or 4 rows up. And of course, who was sitting right next to him, almost as his personal bodyguard, was PK's dad, watching the entire game.
I remember shortly after that, we went out and we beat this team like 12-0 or something like that. He's a pillar in the game of hockey, and obviously he's one of the main reasons of why the Montreal Canadiens are the Montreal Canadiens.
La grande famille du Canadien, on vient de perdre un grand homme. C'est une grande perte, non pas seulement pour le Canadien de Montréal, mais pour la population du Québec, du Canada, de la Ligue nationale. Tu peux pas avoir plus gros que Jean Beliveau.
C'est pour la match de ce soir, puis après ça, on va voir, il y a peut-être d'autres choses qui s'en viennent. Là, c'est le gérant d'équipement de Minnesota qui m'a aidé beaucoup. Là. Il y a une compagnie ici à Minnesota qui a pu le faire aujourd'hui.
Je fouillais dans mes photos, j'ai trouvé, j'étais d'un bras à Jean Beliveau en 73, j'avais 1 an, quand j'ai commencé à travailler du côté canadien dans le champ. Un soir, j'ai eu le culot d'y montrer. Tout de suite, il savait c'était quoi. puis il me l'a signé pour moi. C'était un super sharp. C'est un grand homme.
He was amazing in giving back to the community. Not many people realize how generous he was. He never turned anybody down. We've lost a giant of a man.
Montreal Canadiens, Jean Beliveau.
When you think of Wayne Gretzky, you think of Gordie Howe, you think of John Beliveau.
I think of the classiest guy that ever played in the National Hockey League, not only on the ice, but off the ice.
He, over his years, has created this aura, and at the same time, people who meet him find very much at ease in his presence.
I don't know if the game will ever see another person like him, and I don't know if there's ever been a more gracious player both on the ice and off the ice as John Beliveau ever was.
Please join the Canadiens and the entire hockey community in a moment of silence to honor Jean Beliveau.
Le Wild du Minnesota a rendu un vibrant hommage à Jean Béliveau. Après une minute de silence, le chanteur maison Jim Bond y est allé d'une délicate attention dans la langue de Molière.
Ô Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est ceint de fleurons glorieux.
Who's got that one? Emmy, everything quicker. Hey, get the puck. You move the puck.
That boy, Chucky. Good play, Chucky.
Come on, let's go.
Archie, the slot player, recover. You're the dot guy, the dot. Recover with your stick in the slot.
That's our game. Again. Bang it.
Good shot.
They can't play this pace with us, boys. They can't play this pace with us. It's coming. They don't like it. They don't like this game. Yuri. Presser.
Certaines défaites sont plus amères que d'autres.
Jean Beliveau helped me through the first game, and he was amazingly supportive, and I could hardly believe that I was talking to him, let alone working with him. I remember one occasion, John Ferguson, he was quite a tough hockey player. He had received a blow to the head. I was worried about a concussion, and I didn't want him to go back to play. He was getting quite serious about playing, and Jean Beliveau came and said, look, the doc says you're not playing, you go and sit down in the room, and that was the end of the story. When that kind of support comes from the captain and a person like Jean Beliveau, that's amazing support. For the last several years, his health was not optimal. He had a series of strokes. A stroke is a very humiliating disease for a man of a physical stature like Jean Beliveau. It takes away your dignity, And he was worried that he would lose his speech and his ability to write, and all of these things were lost temporarily, and he worked very hard in rehabilitation and returned virtually to normal. I think one of the most happy days in my life was when I saw him recovering to the full form after his stroke.
C'était tout un ami pour moi, tout un. Puis là, ben, depuis qu'il était malade, moi j'étais malade aussi. On est tombés malades tous les deux en même temps.
Je regarde, mais après
Il y a toujours une prochaine fois. Puis une journée, il dit à sa femme, il dit, va chercher un photographe, il dit, il faut se faire poser, moi et Mario. C'est le joueur dans 44 ans. J'ai été le plus ami. Il refusait jamais un autographe à personne. Moi, j'y vais près des games de hockey, là. Elle est obligée de fermer la section parce qu'il y avait trop de monde en ligne pour signer des autographes. Puis Jean, lui, après la game, signe. Oh. Je te dis, c'est une perle.
Certainly he became a hero for me, but it's not often that you have a man of this stature that you can call a good friend and that you can call on for. He was enormously helpful for me at the hospital here in terms of fundraising. He was amazing in giving back to the community. Not many people realize how generous he was, whether it was signing autographs after a game, never turned anybody down, whether it was helping with a project for children, which he had a very great responsibility for. There was no end to his giving back to this community. Supporting an athletic event, supporting a hospital, supporting children's charities. He gave back so much to the province of Quebec, to the country of Canada. We've lost a giant of a man.
He spent a lot of time with people, nice time. He didn't act like a big shot. He talked to everybody. He was terrific that way.
Prochaine étape, Chicago et ses Blackhawks, qui au cours des ans ont toujours donné du hockey digne du bon vieux temps.
Outside shot with a drive will go in his pads. Will drive in the net. Outside shot will go low. Will be rebounds. Nice play.
Frôler la victoire de si près est cruel.
Whenever he entered a room, everyone would stare at him and look at him, but he quickly lightened up the room because just the way he was a very personable person. He was very simple. I always remembered him being a gentleman no matter how old you were.
He spent a lot of time with people, nice time. He didn't act like a big shot. He talked to everybody. He was terrific that way. Well, he always thinks of other people before himself, which is a rare skill. He's great at it. He's always thinking, what am I going to do for the environment around me, be it Montreal, be it Quebec, be it Canada, be it hockey, be it Molson, whatever it was, it's not him. It's his team and the environment around him. And that's very, very rare you get such a good man doing that. And everybody worshipped him because of that, you know. I think there are a lot of people that follow him, and he teaches, and by example, he makes a great captain and leader and man in the community, and I think a lot of them are doing it now. It's wonderful. He must have inherited it from his parents or his father. You know, it doesn't come from environment, it comes from something that's in your genes, you know. He wants to help wherever he goes. He wants to help people, and he feels fortunate for where he is. He always was thankful for how things happened for him. And he paid us back with tremendous hockey. God, he was good.
By John Beliveau. Beliveau shot, goal, he scored!
He's not directly part of my family, but he's very much part of our family. People come up to me and say, you know, my condolences for your loss, and it tells me that they believe that Jean Beliveau is the Montreal Canadiens and part of the family.
We knew him well. He knew us well. Many generations. And he's been a very loyal, trusted friend to the family, to many of us. He's a marvelous man, and we're going to miss him.
Cette émission vous a été présentée par Power Run Énergie, la référence en nutrition sportive. Et par Sport Expert. Sport Expert, fier partenaire de 24CH.
Connaissez-vous vos Canadiens? Découvrez 24CH le quiz sur la chaîne 1132.